Well, welcome everybody to my third quarter vintage fashion finds. And as I promised to myself, I have really cut down my purchases that I have previously done in previous years and previous quarters because I don't have any more room and I can't get rid of stuff. So first thing I'm going to go through are some of the hats that I have found. I don't need any more hats, but it's not my fault because they're such great deals, so then I buy them new. Anyway, but most of my hats are more summery, I'd say. So this is more of a fall palette of colors. So I justified it that way. And they're super good deals. So the first hat that I got, oh, I love this hat. I love this hat. And it is a sagey green velvet. And I don't know if you can see, but there's one there. And around the front, it has these little teeny rhinestones. And it's a really great shape. And I have outfits that I can wear with this. I'm so excited. And it's got the little things inside the hat to help have it stay on your head. And I left the tags on it this time because I can never remember what things cost. So this was $5 at Salvation Army. Steal of a deal. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. So I got that one. And these are all Salvation Army hats. This one still had the tag, and this was by Dane. It was a Dane original. I love that. I love when they do the tags. Take a little picture of that tag there. Isn't that cute? Well, I love this one, and I like hats that kind of sit on the back of your head a little bit. But look at all the felt work on this. It looks like you know, leaves in the fall. You know, when they start turning brown. All the way around. Still has the original pins that were in it, and the netting. And the netting, I'm going to see if I can tuck it up inside because the netting kind of adds a little something. But if I can't get it to where it looks nice, I will take the netting off. Sometimes I'll find vintage nettings and then I'll replace the nettings. Otherwise, I'll just leave them as is because the hat is cute and got this lovely little bow in the back. Oh, don't you love that? It's a lovely little hat. Got that one, $5. Thank you very much. And the other two I have are browns. Oh, this one is so cute. I just love it. Okay, double bow. Let's say that first. Double bow on each side. And then it's got this really pretty ruching on either end of the hat. And the netting on this is really nice shape. I was so lucky. The netting was really nice. I love that. I'll take the tag off. The Salvation Army tag. And then you can see the maker tag on the inside. Isn't that just beautiful? I can't wait to wear it. Very nice shape. $6 at Salvation Army. Oh, I know. See, if you were me and you were going to Salvation Army, you'd be buying them too. And last but not least, it's this little pillbox hat. So those are nice because those kind of all sit back on the crown of your head, which I kind of like. Because then that's kind of 40s, because 40s hair is kind of like this. It's a little curlier than it should be. But 40s hair is kind of flat on the top. The side part that's over. And then very nice for hats sitting in the back or the top. But it's kind of a flat and then foofy out on the sides, or curly out on the sides. So it's kind of a 40 do, kind of like my mom used to wear. And this is a cute, I can't believe what great shape, and I don't have to do any fixing on any of these or any steaming. That cute little bows all the way around the back, and beautiful shape. Oh, I just love that. This one did have a netting on it. It was really icky, tattery. I mean, it was even, you can even tuck it, make it look nice, and it wasn't good, so I just took that off. But it's a lovely little pillbox. And that one was $5. I didn't get such lovely deals, and I'd like to know where these hats are coming from, Salvation Army, because it seems if I go in there once a month, there's some more hats. So these hats are coming from somewhere. So that's all for hats. That's enough of hats. Now these are the clothing purchases. And as you will probably realize, I usually only buy skirts and dresses. I have a few vintage pairs of jeans, some vintage inspired capris, and vintage shorts and rompers and stuff. But I'm not into, I have my vintage polyester late 60s, early 70s stuff that we use for the vintage camper. But for my day-to-day, my weekend going out stuff, I wear that only for like vintage camper events that we take the little camper to rallies or have cocktail parties or whatnot. Otherwise, I like to stick to the 40s, 50s, and early 60s. Oh, and this would be my, I almost forgot I have it on. And this has the middle zipper. So this is probably like 40s or into the 50s. Just a little house dress, but I just love the detail. It's got the little buttons. We can see that. I'm never quite sure where I am in the frame. But a little high-waisted. It didn't have the belt, but I had one that goes with it. So I just love this. Typical 40s style dress. A very cute little house dress with the zipper up the front, so I will totally wear this. I would even wear this out with my husband if we went somewhere. So that's my one of my little purchases. And I'm going to start with why did I buy it? The first purchase why did I buy it? I know how I bought it. I bought it because I think it was only $8. It was a vintage dress. It was only $8. But why did I buy it? Because when I show you, it's a uniform. I got it. I'm like, oh, that will fit me, and look, it's a nice shape, and it is Mr. Jack of Dallas. And then I looked at it. This is some uniform of some type, somewhere, but this is a uniform. This is a uniform dress from something. And I shouldn't have bought it. I don't even like it. You know, with $8 and look at what great. Yeah, it was a uniform, Mary. You don't. I'll keep it for something. I might use it for a costume or some, you know, waitress costume or something. You know, that's probably what it was, is some type of waitress or service industry staff dress. Why'd you buy it? Just because it was a good deal. Oh, that's what I do. That's what I do to myself. So, I'm going to be in and out of frame a little bit. Sorry about that. The next dress or skirt I got is a vintage Malcolm Owens, which is square dancing. I'm sorry. I'm sitting out to the side talking to you. Square dancing skirts, but they're circle skirts and you can wear them, and I'm dressed them up. And I've already wore this one like several times and I just love it. Isn't that cute? It's a little red square dancing skirt, but it's a circle skirt. And then I paired this with a little black t-shirt and a, excuse me, sorry about that, black belt. Cute as bug. And I wore black little tennis shoes with it. Salvation Army, got that for, it was, oh, and it was a tagged item. So it was on sale. That had to replace my battery. So that one came to $9 for her. And then I picked this one up, which is a double knit polyester. Isn't that cute? I got this for 4th of July, but I couldn't quite fit into it, so I did not wear it, and it was smoldering hot. And what do I mean by double knit? You think it's not just one layer, but you can see it is double knit. So it's not just like one surface. You can see there's different layers of knitting on that, so that's what they mean by double knit. It's not just like one layer, like this part is just one thin layer of polyester. It's double knit polyester. And they're very warm. I got that one for $12. Cute. I'm hoping I can fit into it next year. And then the next dress, I'm trying to see which one this one is, was the navy white one. I got this little thrift store in River Falls, and this is kind of a church dress, really. It's got the little tie collar and stuff, but that would probably be early 70s, maybe 60s. Can't quite find out, but I'm thinking it's late 60s, maybe early 70s. But there's a little tag on it. There's the union label that helps you kind of place the time frame sometimes and the type of tag. So I got that one. That was a steal video. And my two favorite short dresses that I got are both 40s dresses, and the two I have left. So this one I've worn tons and it's very comfortable, but this is totally something my mom would have wore. Just love that. And I cannot remember for the life of me, but it was missing one button. And I thought, I didn't want to replace all the buttons, and it's hard to find one, so I had a batch of my old mom's buttons, and you can't tell unless you look close, but she had this from 40 years ago probably, and it's like a poker chip button of some sort, and I used that, and you can't tell from a distance. But I don't think I've done this on one of my vintage find things. I can't quite place when I got this or where I got it, and I didn't see it anywhere else. So I got this one, and I believe this one was a eBay dress, and I can't find where I got it. I looked in there, I think it was an eBay dress, but it might have been a thrift store dress, but I think it was around $20. It's usually about my $15 to $25 for most of my dresses. Loved that, 1940s. This is a 1940s dress. And this is a rayon. Look at the buttons. All the buttons are there. One of the rhinestones, I'm going to try to find a rhinestone to replace that. It needs a little bit of stitchery, but not too much. But that's 1940s was big into the, like, they had the pockets. So that's a 1940s dress. It's a little bit big on me, but I can belt it. It'll be just fine. I love that dress. So those are the last of my short dresses. So I have my hats, my short dresses, and my big resistance. Is that how they say that? My big finds. My big finds that I got. And, excuse me, I'll be back. And I got this one. I was shopping at Salvation Army. And Alfred Shaheen was a very big designer and had lines in the, I'm not sure the 50s, but 60s and 70s, and kind of the rockabilly, a lot of the rockabilly people are really looking for his designer type clothing. Or if I can spit that out. Well, I was in, whoops, excuse me, I got caught up. I was in Salvation Army, and here's this dress hanging. I thought, oh, they're going to have a pretty price tag on it. But they didn't. It was $10. And I got this for, I'm sorry, my cousin Christy for Viva Las Vegas for one of the nights. I don't think this dress was even ever worn. It doesn't look like it, but it's a tangerine color. Oh, Lord, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And most of his clothing was this long-sleeved, sheer, polyester, like formally type stuff. I didn't see a lot of short dresses in his lines, but a lot of this. It's got this beautiful pleating. You just have to love that. And then the tassel tie. Don't you love that? And his clothes, he was known for. He would sign his stuff. Isn't that beautiful? So that's for my cousin Christy. So that's going to be your Christmas present. It's just beautiful. I love that. So we kind of like, we don't have to matchy match, you know, but we like to dress similarly. So I found this online, and this one, unfortunately, it was not $10. It cost me $25 for the dress and the shipping and handling. And he didn't have a lot of the larger size dresses, so I was lucky to find this one. It's a 16. It's a little snug, so that's a good motivator before Viva to lose some weight. But this is one I found for myself. The only thing was, it's only got one tassel. The other tassel's missing. But it's a beautiful light pewter gray with lavender and turquoise and butterflies and flowers. Oh, you gotta just love that. Isn't that beautiful? And my skirt isn't pleated, which is great because Christy is very slender. She can wear a nice pleated skirt, whereas I am a full-figured gal, and a pleated skirt would not look complimentary on me whatsoever. And there's the tag. Shaheen Original. And all of his stuff was signed. And I'm trying to find where this dress was signed, because I saw it before. Do you think I could find it for you now? But it is signed. You can take my word for it. It is signed somewhere. It's usually somewhere prominent so you can see it. And I know I had located it before. Well, I can't find it right now, but it's on here somewhere. So, beautiful dress. The sheer sleeves, the collar, or the cuffs, and the nice V-neck lapel. That's why I said that I was so lucky I found that, because that dress is something that I can see Christy wearing, very complimentary to what she'd probably be comfortable in, and the same goes for this one. So, that is the end of my third quarter vintage clothing and hat finds. And sorry about the background noise. It's my puppies. They are seeing something out the window. It's probably a bird at the feeder or a bunny in the yard. So thanks for joining me for my third quarter finds and stuff. And as you will see, it was a lot smaller than my other ones. I'm quite proud of myself. And hopefully the end of the year, December 1, I have only picked up maybe enough that I can count it on one hand. That's my goal, so I'm trying to cut it down. So everybody take care. Thank you for sharing these lovely clothing items with me and viewing them. I love them. I love watching other people's stuff too, just as much as I'm doing this for you. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you for another vintage finds at the end of the year, fourth quarter. Take care, everybody.
Dear Mr. Corrigan, we are sorry to learn that there has been some misunderstanding